Okay, good morning. Good morning. Okay, you guys, all day long, yesterday, I thought it was Monday because I didn't work out. Like everything that I did, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay. And I was just actually talking on the phone to somebody and they were talking about dates. And I was like, well, what about like Thursday or something? They're like, today is Thursday. Oh my gosh, I still don't have my act together. So guess what? You can not have your act together and still um, conquer this business. Okay. All right. So happy Thursday, first Thursday of the month. And it has been crazy. It was crazy ending September, which was super fun because we have a team right now that is all rowing in the same direction. That's super fun. And it's something that Sharon and I were talking about. We go back and forth. So Sharon and I really just like notched our friendship. When she came out here, she was one of the top recruiters on Alita's team. It was a couple of years ago. And what Alita did was if everyone wanted who, even if they lived far away, you could come out for a dinner and whatever. And she came out with her friend Cindy and spent the weekend in Tennessee. Well, that was the weekend that I was doing the polar plunge, and so Sharon was kind of looking for something to do. I'm like, oh my gosh, come hang out with me. We're gonna do the polar plunge. You can cheer me on. You can videotape. We can do whatever. Well, I'm telling you, that was like the coldest. I've never done it when it's been that cold out. And I thought I must be insane, but like she was there for it and all of that. So we did the polar plunge and then we changed and we started working out. And I'm like, yeah, let's work out because you have all this. Okay, so this is gonna be good because we're gonna talk about energy. You are pumped up. Your adrenaline is going. And I even remember, I'm just going to fast forward 1 second. I remember when I was driving her down to Alita's that afternoon, like the whole way down, like, like I talked nonstop. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what all this adrenaline is. But we were in the weight room and we were working out, and she was showing me some stuff because I always want to learn stuff. And Sharon is so good at working out and weights and your body and knowing all that stuff. And from that point on, she was like, I feel like you know everyone at the gym. You're like the mayor of Jimmy Floyd, which I crack up at all the time still to this day. But I really love that community. But from that like weekend on, Sharon and I just had this connection. So it's super fun when, we message each other about different things that are going on and all that. And this week was one of them. And, we were talking about how, sometimes you just need a spark in your business, right? Sometimes it's a person, sometimes it's an event, sometimes it's a shift in mindset, like a breakthrough. Like there are different kind of sparks. Sometimes it's solo, sometimes it's team wide. And again, I feel like this whole team, the Wellness Co, like we are on a mission. I don't know if you guys feel that change. And I love how Alita pours her heart and soul into this team. And really we're all inspired from it, right? You're either inspired by desperation or motivated by desperation or inspiration or a combination of both. So here's the thing that we were also talking about. I'm like, yeah, when everyone's putting in the work, when everyone's rowing in the same direction, when everyone's excited, right? Holding each other accountable. That's really huge. It works, right? Aaliyah says, work works. Like that's, that is it. And so as Sharon and I were talking about that, she was sharing a little bit about, she went Emerald and then a little bit about what was happening after that. And Joey is under Sharon, right? So you've got this powerhouse rock star, under you. And and that's something else. Her and I actually didn't even talk about this, but I get what that means. Like Megan just was like the same way. And you want that. You dream of that. You want someone who's better than you. And it's so fun when you have somebody like that. And here's the thing, maybe you're sitting here thinking, I'm never going to find that person. I just keep freaking reaching out to people and they say no. And they're like, quit bothering me, or they block you. I mean, I can't tell you, I've been blocked a lot, but you really have to like sit back and think about what it is that you're doing. And you're thinking, I've been doing this years, or maybe you're sitting here thinking, I've been doing it 2 weeks, right? Whatever it is. Maybe you're thinking that's not going to be me. Well, first of all, change your mindset. If that's what you say, it will never happen. Okay. Your mind believes everything that you tell it. It seriously does. We can rewire our brains. Like we tell it what to look for, right? Emotions come in, just kick them aside. Like, right? Like we can create our lives. Like, and it's so cool. So Sharon and I just kind of talked about that. And I told her, I said, let's do Power 30 together. We'll bounce off of each other. And I wanted her to kind of share that because I had a similar experience. I'll piggyback it a little bit, and then we'll just talk about what's going on in the team. We're gonna talk. So Sharon, take it away.
Oh, Cheryl, thank you so much for having me on today. And I'm just so excited to share with you guys because it is about mindset. It's about what you tell yourself every single day. And so I hit Emerald in May, and then June and July, I didn't hit it. In August, I didn't hit it, right? But I was like super duper close. And I was telling Cheryl the other day, I was like, Cheryl, I'm literally like 14 orders away of re-ranking Emerald for September. And I woke up that morning and I'm looking at my numbers, and that this was like my aha moment. I'm like looking at my numbers and I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually further away in September than I was in June and July and all, well, June and July. And I'm thinking like my mindset was trash June and July. Like September, I'm like waking up, I'm like, okay, my team's gonna do this. We're gonna do this. The motivation I had, the energy that I had, the thoughts that I had were totally different, right? And I want to say this, when you are in a crappy mindset, you need to raise your hand. Okay. Like you don't need to be like sitting in that because I kept quiet for a little bit and then I started having conversations even with Joey. And I will say this, like Joey and Caitlin and Danielle really helped me get out of that mindset, right? So it's like don't allow your emotions to affect what your mindset is, right? Like it's okay to have that emotion and move forward and like obviously you have to work through it, but making sure that you pivot, right? Like not sitting in that mindset for a very long time and waking up and being like, okay, like the speed of the leader, the speed of the team, your motivation and your inspiration that you start with every single day and you bleed that down into your team's going to follow you too. And they're going to believe in themselves and they're going to keep showing up time and time again. And that was like my hopes and prayers. Every like single time I would say to myself, I'm like, I just want to have a stable team. I want a team that shows up because I'm showing up for them, right? Like I'm not going to ask them to do something that I wouldn't do, right? So I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing it. And just being that example and leader, and something that I really struggled with for a very long time, guys. I've been doing this for a long time and I had such like imposter syndrome where I'm like, I don't know if I'm good enough for this. I don't know if people are really listening to me. But there's times and times again, like there's experiences that I come up, I'm like, oh my God, they are. Like I guess I am. Like, and just believing in yourself, right? So that's where I'm trying to say to you guys is like, you can change your business literally in 24 hours. It's the way you show up. It's the way that your energy is. It's the way that you talk to people. It's the way that you present yourself. And I will like, so one other thing, I work at a gym now and I'm a trainer there and I had such imposter syndrome there. These girls, like these trainers are like top-notch trainers, like kind of like, okay, like Alita and Megan and Cheryl, like top-notch leaders. And these girls at the gym are like, they're jacked, they can work out, they can run really quick. And then there's me, right? Like I've had surgeries on my knee 4 times. Like I'm a little handicapped in certain things. I can't do certain things, but I can modify. But I will say this, like, but when I show up every single day, I show up that I want to be there. I have the energy. People are like, what are you, so people ask me like, what pre-workout are you taking? I'm like, I take Plexus. Like, I don't take like crazy pre-workout. Like I take Plexus, but like I show, like the way you show up matters every single day. Where either if you're going to work, you're going into a store, like say you're going food shopping, it matters. Like go smile at somebody today because they're going to take notice of that. I just got done a run at the park. I went for a run. I stopped. A lady's walking. I said hello to her and she waved right back. It's for you, it's like getting, I know a lot of people are like, I would never talk to a stranger, but like getting out of that comfort zone because it's going to make you feel better too. Like it makes me feel better. And even like what Cheryl was saying, like she's the mayor of her gym. My husband says the same thing. Like you're the mayor of Swedesboro. Everybody knows you. I'm like, well, that's the point. Like I want people to know who I am because I want to help people. Like I hope they when they see me, they know that I'm a business owner, I'm a mom, and I'm very kind and nice and I want to help people. So that's kind of where you guys need to have that mindset. Like how do you want to show up every single day? Not just for your team, but like for yourself and your family and your community. Like how are you showing up? Because if you're going to walk into a room with your head down and your confidence low, nobody's going to want to have what you have. In the same way like you're showing up on social media, if you are going to complain and you're going to have excuses, nobody's going to want to join you. No one's going to want to follow you because are you going to help them or are you going to be consistent? Because if you can't be consistent in that, they're not, you can't expect them to be, right? At the end of the day. So just shifting that mindset and just remember why you're starting and what you're going for and what your goals are. And not giving up on that because I'll send the video of Eric Thomas I sent you, Cheryl. I sent it to my team today and I'll send it to you guys. But I have a girl on my team that like she goes back and forth and she struggles. And I told her, I'm like, you just need to believe in yourself because every single day that you don't, it's further and further you're going back. And it kind of reminds me of when I first started, it was like, I don't know if I can ever be a jewel. Like, I don't know if I can actually lead a team. And the self-doubt that I had, but like something that I always remember is I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but I know Lita shared it before where like the miner is like digging through the hole and it's like literally like he has one more hit and he's like it's like on the other side of what all the dreams and aspirations that you want. Like that's literally like how I felt with Emerald. It's like I'm pushing, I'm going so hard and I'm like I'm so exhausted. I can't do this anymore. But literally, what if you knew that you were like literally one more person away from hitting the next rank? What about if it's that one other person that's like going to run your business like crazy? Like, what about if that was like the next person you speak to can change your business, can change your directory? That's where you need to have when you guys are doing your IPs and your messages. That's the mindset you need. Like, okay, I'm going to send out these messages. I don't care if no one says anything to me, but if that one person says something that can change my whole entire business, right? And that can change my whole entire mindset. I've always said it. There's someone on my downline that's a jewel. And I know right now there's multiple people down in my downline that are jewels. They're just not there yet. The points aren't there yet, but they will be there. It's just having that belief and having that and bleeding that out. Like that's, and I know it's funny because I've always said it. And like, I got so annoyed when Megan be like, oh, it's just your mindset, Sharon, like switch your energy. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? But now I get it because the stuff that I was struggling with a couple of months ago and then seeing like it was a very specific moment. I'm like, oh my God, this is what this means. Like I was so close and my energy was crap. Why did I not push? Because I was just miserable with things. And then now I'm like, wow, like I'm further away from that goal. And I'm like, we're doing it. Like we're doing it. I believe like we're gonna do it. And that just shows, like it just shows like just shifting your energy, shifting your mindset towards different things. And it's okay to be, and I'm not saying everything's gonna be perfect and you're gonna be happy all the time. But what I'm saying is when if you are struggling, you need to have that support system. And this is why I love this community so much too. It's like because before a couple years ago I struggled with something like this, I sat there for 2 years. I'm very proud of myself that I only lasted less than 90 days. That like that's a huge win. So I'm hoping the next time if I have a bad mindset, it's only going to last not 90 days, maybe not even a week. Like figuring out faster. That's all it is just figuring out faster how I can shift this, how I can be grateful in everything that has, in my day. And that's going to help you really just move forward. So that's what I
Yeah.
have, Cheryl. I don't know if you want to speak
Yeah, no,
anything else.
I love that. And it is so funny because, I had told Sharon, like, I don't know, I guess it was maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. I guess it was. But yeah, and you have to have people who will speak truth into your life, even if it doesn't feel good at the moment, because the same
Mhm.
thing. Like I had this point where my energy was just really down, right? My mindset was just not there. And Alita took me out to lunch and she was like, Megan and I love you too much to let you stay where you are. Like, you need to work on your mindset. You need to work on your energy. Like, what is going on with you? And I was like, you know, like, um, but you need that. We need those people to call us out and to then be there with us. And I love that piece, Sharon, about it took you 2 years to come to some realization, and then now it's been 90 days, and the next time it's going to be like 2 weeks. Is that awareness piece, and then the ability to shift it. And I absolutely loved that video that you sent. I told you to put it into Mastermind. I put it into another I think, yeah, I put it into another accountability group too. And Eric Thomas is so funny because he's like, what do you mean you're going to quit now? If you're going to quit, you should have quit before you started. Like, you're too invested. Like, you all are like too invested in this to ever think about, oh, I can't do this, or not have belief. There's proof everywhere. You need to look for proof. There's proof with the company. We have a stable company that loves us, that is for us, that will do anything for us, right? We have a stable community. Megan, Alita, and I are going nowhere for the wellness company. Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, we're here. We have such a great community. And as the time goes along, like, you'll make friends with different people, right? Jenny's now my friend because I got her working out last week. I call her out, right? You know what I mean? All those things. Like, I don't know. I mean, Danielle inspires me with her like badass attitude every day. I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? And, and even I'll call out here, Janie inspires me with her reels. Like, one day she just decided like she was going to change the way she was doing her business. And then Tina, I know it's hard. Like, you're working, you're working, you're working. Well, now all of a sudden, like, she's got her first Fast Start Silver in 24 hours. It's just like, we're going, you know what I mean? And Dee Dee, it took me a while, but Dee Dee, she's such a boss in her own right. Like, she is that person who will be better than me. Like, she is better than me in so many ways. And it's just so fun to have a group like that. Like, we're all, you know what I mean? And we inspire each other. And it was fun hanging out with Nanzetta when we had that event, right? And all those things, you guys, right? We uplift and we inspire each other. And here's the thing, like, we all have excuses about different things and whatever it is that's going on. And your mindset can take that, and either that can be your excuse why you don't do something, or it can be your excuse on why you do something. And part of that video that Eric Thomas does that really choked me up. He's like, you've come too far to give up, but he's like, I don't do this for the cars. I don't do this for the house. Like, we have so many things that to give us reasons to do this, right? But it never is about the Lexus. It's not necessarily about the trips and all that stuff. It's about lives changed. And there are so many lives around us. It's about the legacy. And this is the one that, like, Alita and I get choked up on when we talk still. It's about the lives that we're changing with our kids and our grandkids. And if you don't have kids or grandkids, you are an influence somewhere in your community. You have an influence. And even like Sharon said, like, and it's a big thing for me, the smiling. I smile at everybody. I do that at Jimmy Floyd. People like walk with their head down. You know, I've always been told walk with your head up. No, I haven't been told. It's one of the things I taught myself. My mother never said that. No, come on back. Dee Dee is laughing. Trust me. Like, I am the generation breaker, and I can say that here. You know what I mean? Like, look at Megan's life. My grandkids, like, they listen, like, they are in this with us. They are the generation that wants to do this too. They understand how it changes lives. You know, we Parker was in the car with me the other day, and I had a call. I've been waiting for this call. Like, he listened to the whole thing. He understands it, and he'll even ask questions after. Like, they're here for it, and there's nothing that makes me happier. Than to change lives. Like, they think differently than I ever thought as a kid. Oh my gosh. Like, have you guys, that just gave me goosebumps. Have you guys ever thought about that? They think so differently. That's why we do what we do, right? It is absolutely crazy. You know, and we're putting in, Eric Thomas talks about, like, we're putting in the sweat equity. Like, you need some skin in the game. It's not your uplines job. It's not your sidelines job. It's not anybody's job, but for you to get done what you need to get done. You are worth it. Like, build your belief. You know how you build your belief? You take action. Oh gosh, you know how you build your confidence? You take action. So you just freaking do it. And there are a couple things I was even telling Dee Dee along the way here. Like, I used to give myself excuses about posting because in my mind, I told myself, like, posting is the bane of my existence. Well, when you talk to yourself like that, that's what it's going to be, right? I still do that with lunges, but we won't go there, okay? But like, that is what you see. And when I shifted it about, it's like, that is what you do. Like, that is your discipline. That is what, you know, shows people. It's just marketing, right? But that is what markets you. Like, we talk about branding and marketing, and everyone sees my t-shirts at the gym and all that stuff. So you got to do that stuff on social media. And I would always give myself the excuse and the out. You know what? You're tired. That's my biggest excuse. I don't know. Everyone has their own excuse. I'm like, you know what? I'm just tired. Um, but you know what? I don't go to bed anymore. I don't care. Like, I remember doing the night before the last day, you know, just now, right? And it was 11:38 at night. I'm like, I don't care that it's after midnight Eastern time. So I'm in Central time, and it is the next day. Like, I made myself do it. And you know what? It gets easier. It gets easier. It builds your belief. You're like, you know, I can do this. Like, you know, I'm just sharing, like, all the health, the joy, the legacy building. Like, you're just sharing, right? And honestly, how hard is that? Like, just stop it. Um, and you want to work so hard that you don't walk away. I could never walk away from this. Yes, is it going to shift when I'm 70 or 80? But I love the way Rodney, oh gosh, we're going to have to go. I love the way Rodney talks about it, because there's mastermind. I tell you guys this all the time. There's mastermind. You want to be in mastermind, 500 plus points, okay? And you want to be there. Like, we do high level thinking, high level problem solving. We talk about the real things, and it's so good. But Rodney's like, yeah, I look at you and I think, she didn't retire, she got refired. And that's what he always says. And that is how I feel. I smile, I'm happy, we're changing lives. Like, who doesn't want this? And here's the thing, if someone blocks you and they're like, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're not your people. Like, just keep going on, because there is that next person. You just never know how long it's going to take. So I'm sure we could talk and talk and talk. You know, but thank you, Sharon. And we hope that this inspired you guys. Sharon's going to drop that video in the,
I did
in,
already. We're good. We
yeah.
have it already.
Okay. Perfect. 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 Well, thank you. And let's crush October, you guys. I can't even believe it's October. It's 90 days. Let's do now what everybody thinks they're going to do in January. We're doing it now and we're already going to be there. So let's go. All right,
Have
you
a great
guys.
day, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Sharon.
You're welcome. Thank you.